Welcome back, guys. Eli here, and on this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 things that I think you should start doing today to make 2023 the best year for your business yet. And here's the thing, even if you don't currently have a photography business, this video will still apply to you and will help you get that business going. One thing that I see a lot of people do wrong in December is they pretty much just write off the whole month. They have holidays on their mind, even though that's only at the end of the month for most people, and they don't really do a whole lot in December. So this is not one of the tips, but one thing I would highly encourage you to do is not write off December. If you put in the effort, especially in early December, you'll set yourself far ahead of the rest of society out there and get a jump on achieving your goals. Most people are gonna start on January 1st with a couple of hollow New Year's resolutions. Don't be that person. Start now, make this month count. So jumping straight into the tips, one of the biggest things that you can do if you wanna find success is have a clear idea of what it is that you're trying to achieve and set ways and put milestones in place that will help you work towards achieving that goal. So one thing a lot of people do wrong is they have the idea and they want to do something, but they don't put stuff in place that will help them achieve that. And ultimately, your success comes down to shortening the distance between when you think of a good idea and when you get that idea done. And the sad thing is most people just keep at the idea. They don't even make steps towards it. And so not only do we have to take steps towards it, we also need to compress the time from when we have an idea to when we get something done. And the best way to do that is to set a goal with a deadline and with milestones in place. So if your goal is to start a photography business in 2022 or grow your business, it's really easy to think about and set those milestones. So I'm gonna assume you're just starting, and I'm gonna assume you're starting a real estate photo business because I personally believe that's what you should be doing in 2023 if you wanna make money as a photographer, and that's what I do. So that's what I'm gonna go off of. So let's say you're brand new and you want to start. The first thing I would suggest is that by January 5th, you are considering yourself in business. You get whatever you need to done to make that happen. Usually it's an hour worth of legal work trying to figure out how to start a business in your state. And then you set up your Instagram account or whatever else you need to do. And then you're gonna say, by January 30th, I'm gonna have done my first shoot. And then what you're gonna do is have to figure out how to do that between January 5th and January 30th. And you're gonna start breaking it down, right? You're gonna say, well, in order to do my first shoot by January 30th, I'm gonna need a client. So in order to get a client, what am I gonna need? Well, I'm gonna need some sort of social media to bring a client in, and I'm gonna need some sort of offer. And I talk about that in my other videos. You're also gonna need the ability to shoot real estate. And so that's how you set those milestones that will help you go from point A to point B, which is the achievement of your goal. So that's step number 1, create a goal and create milestones to make sure you actually get stuff done. Don't let your ideas never escape your head. That's a very sure way to live a life that was not nearly as enjoyable or fulfilling as you could have. Number 2, if you are going to be in business, it is very foolish to not know about business. And so what a lot of people do in the photography industry is they think that what's gonna make them successful in a photography business is being a really good photographer. And that helps, but that's only like 50% of the battle, or maybe even less. The other 50% or 60 or 70 or 80% is being a good business person. And nobody is born a good business person. We either learn by going out and doing it and learning from experience, or learning from the experiences of others, or for most people, both. And so you really have to put yourself out there. And one of the best ways that you can put yourself into a position where you're learning from others is to read business books, listen to audiobooks, listen to podcasts. And most people don't do nearly enough of that. I didn't for the first 5 years of my business career, and it took me forever to grow. And then once I figured out I can realistically and very quickly learn from other people, I spent the last 4 years or so of my life learning so much from other people, reading as many books as I can get my hands on. And my income has literally 10x'd during that process. And that's not because I'm a smart guy. It's because I was willing to admit that I don't know anything and learn from other people. And so the sooner you do that, and the sooner you commit to learning from other people and read great business books, I'll link some of the ones I really enjoyed below, the sooner your business will grow and the sooner you'll get the results you're looking for. And the reality is, the success of your business and the things that you do for work dramatically improve or decrease your quality of life, because most of us spend most of our waking day in our businesses or at our job. And so it pays very heavily to make that the best experience that you can and make it something you love to do. And if you do that, you'll live a much more enjoyable life. Number 3 is eliminate things that you don't care about. So a lot of people, when they talk about starting a business or they talk about what's holding their business back, they claim that time is the problem. And here's the thing, time is not the problem. Execution and your ability to do stuff fast and the amount of things you do are what make you feel like you don't have enough time. And the easiest way to point that out is point out that everybody in the earth has the same 24 hours in a day that you do, but some people achieve way more, and it's because they're good at prioritizing and eliminating. And so there is probably something in your life that is not paying you. Maybe it's scrolling endless reels on social media, or maybe it's watching TV, or maybe it's spending too much time following a sports team that really isn't benefiting your life like it used to, because the social connections that came with it as you've grown older don't apply anymore. Either way, there is something that you spend a lot of time doing that is not benefiting you. And one of the easiest ways you can figure out what that is, because it probably involves the phone, is go to your activity log in your iPhone or Android and see what apps you're spending a lot of time with and add up how much time that is in a week. I bet you that it's more than 5 hours for a lot of things that don't bring you any satisfaction or don't move you anywhere forward. So step 3, eliminate stuff that doesn't count so you can spend more time on what does. Number 4 is get control of your finances. It's no secret that most people suck with their money. And here's the thing. You will never be that great at finances and that able to build significant wealth when you're only making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. It's just not possible. But even if you are in that income breakdown, which is where the average person is, it doesn't mean your money has to be out of control. So while you may not be building extreme wealth, you shouldn't be going into debt, and you shouldn't have a loss of control in your finances, because here's the thing. If you can't control 6, 7, 8 grand a month well, you will absolutely not be able to control 40 grand a month, but you'll just have a lot more chance to have it ruin you. So it's actually worse to make more money if you're bad at finances. And so there's some easy things you can do starting now. Don't wait till January 1st to get your finances under control. There are apps like mint.com that will track your finances overall. Just work on getting better with your money. And I'm not saying you have to go cut out everything in your life that you enjoy. What I'm saying is know exactly how much you bring in every month and exactly how much you're spending on what categories. So at least you have better financial control and better emotional control, because that's gonna really set you up to win in business as well. And number 5, get yourself out there. One of the biggest things that people do wrong when it comes to starting their business is they keep it all inside. They don't tell people that they're starting a business, they don't promote themselves, and they don't take the steps necessary to start growing their business. So if you wanna have a business in 2023, especially a real estate photography business, you need an Instagram account, and you need to start learning how to use Instagram. It is not hard. I know there's a lot of people that watch my content that are 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and they feel like they missed the boat on social media. That is a limiting belief and is the stupidest thing you can tell yourself, because you are more than capable of figuring it out. It's gonna take a couple hours of YouTube videos, but that's all it takes, and then that is gone. You're no longer bad at social media. And once you figure that out, that is the networking of today. Then you can start using it to build contacts, build relationships, and grow your business. One of the biggest and most important things that has helped me continue growing my business and my income and my reach with my audience and everything that I do is because every year and every day, more and more people know who I am, and most of that comes from social media. So don't let yourself off as I'm too old for that, or that wasn't my generation, or any other stupid negativity that holds you back. Go embrace it, go out there, start getting yourself known, start putting in the time, because you only have, as cliche as this is, one life, and you're just wasting it if you're not doing the things that you want to be doing and working towards that. And that's something a lot of people talk about, is the worst thing you can have is you can be 80 with a ton of regret. And so now is the time to prevent yourself from having that, and it's so easy, and it's such a good time in the history of the world to start a business. The internet gives you all the information you need, it gives you the reach you need, it will connect you with the people you need, and it's all free at your fingertips. So don't let any excuses hold you back. And the thing that's true is ideas literally mean nothing without execution. And all of us have ideas and things we want to do, but the reason, like I said, that most of us don't get there to the goal is because we let the gap between the idea and the goal take way too long. In some cases, it never comes. It takes 20, 30 years or more than a lifetime, because we never take steps to shrink that and get closer to that goal. And so don't do that. That's miserable. Work towards your goals, set those goals, and it's crazy what can happen in a very short period of time. And I've just seen that so many times in my life over and over again. One of the skills that I think that I was born with that really helps me is I'm very decisive. So I just find something I want to do and I go do it. And it's not that I'm good at it, but just that ability to decide and then go do something shrinks the time down so I can get more done and probably fail more than you have in a shorter period of time. So that's what I got for you guys in this video. Check out my other content if you want to start a real estate photography business. P.S. I think literally the best opportunity for photographers in 2023 is a real estate media business, just because of the way the market has changed and the way real estate is sold. And obviously that's what I do for a living, so I'm a little biased towards it, but it just keeps paying dividends for me. So check out my other content if that's of interest to you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.